Entry team, there may be one or multiple active shooters on site. Move quickly and clear the area.
Great job, entry team. Come home for debrief.
We need to go in now and neutralize this target.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
We don't have that much time.
What do you mean? They have guns. Almost fell. This video is a bit of a journey. Lately, the autism struck me. And this time it happens to be ballistic shield. Quite an inconvenient, I guess, desire, because come to find out that the average ballistic shield, at least the one I was looking for, the one you see high-end counterterrorism or SWAT teams use, tend to sell for a pretty good used motorcycle price range, if that makes sense. So obviously something had to give there, but luckily RTS Tactical, they happen to manufacture a lot of shields. It's actually one of their biggest market share per se. Unfortunately, they would not quite give me the top of the line one. I wanted one with, like, you know, the nice window and whatnot. That's kind of the look I was going for. But after a bit of thinking about it, it kind of struck me. There's a lot of units that use these smaller, like, half shields, and I realized that RTS Tactical actually sells their, what they call their mini shield, into different sizes. And the larger size is actually quite big, and it covers most of your body. So I thought to myself, okay, this product is not exactly what I'm looking for, but I think I can make it look that way. I think I can make it look as cool as I want. It is a very straightforward, bare bone product. What you're getting is pretty much a sheet of AR600 metal that has been water cut into a shape, and then it has a coating on top of it. That's pretty much it. It's not anything crazy, right? And there is a million YouTube videos out there that show you people shooting at it, and you can see how it eats rifle rounds, because of course it's like a 1/4 inch of AR600. You know, no surprise there. I didn't want to do that because it's been done so many times. I want to do something different. Hence why I kind of took the time to modify the shield and, you know, build a kit around it, which the kit is a very FARB kind of GIGN style kit that we'll talk about in a second. First thing I do, there has to be a triangle on it, or a red circle or something on it, because it looks really cool and it's very practical. There is a reason why you see it on a lot of them. It just simply works. It's basic human psychology. If your Unga Bunga brain sees a red target and you have a gun, you're gonna shoot it. It's just neuron activation monkey, like, say what you want. It's just how it is. The human body and the mind, it just wants to shoot in the middle of that red big marker, because that's how we function somehow. It's actually very effective. There is a reason why a lot of units do it. It's not just because it's, you know, folklore or whatever. I really wanted a shield light because they are sick. There's not that many, I guess, places where you can find something like that, but I found this company. It's called Next Torch, and they make a bunch of lights and a couple different shields models. I bought this all myself, so I you know, of course, everything is pretty much self-funded except for the shields, which got sent out to me. So I bought the light, and it's pretty cool. It's rechargeable. It has one of those big batteries that is rechargeable. Very bright. It's advertised at 3000 lumens, which is a lot. It has a strobe mode and a static mode, which, I mean, is very bright. It works nice. It comes with a pressure pad and a couple mounting methods, none of which work with me because the sticky or Velcro doesn't stick to the coating of the shield, and the brackets, of course, were not the match. So I had to fabricate some brackets with basic tools, just a angle grinder and a drill and some hammer and a vise. I fabricated some brackets. The first set, which I came up with, did not work as well because they were very floppy, so I ended up redesigning them, painting them, and then they finally, now they're working. It's mounted there. It works pretty well. Actually, I used some pretty thin aluminum because I cannot really bend anything thicker with the tools I have at the moment. Like a lot of shields that you see them, they have that square brackets in the front. And I actually recently found out that the reason for that is not for like ramming into things, but if it's the shield falls on his face, it's actually there to protect either the glass window that it's there or the light itself. So that makes total sense, and I ended up buying a flat bar of steel, which was a terrible mistake because I was trying to bending it and I was beating the shit out of it with a hammer, and then it ended up breaking my workbench. So I had to go out, buy a new piece of wood for the top of my workbench, and then go back and buy actually aluminum flat bar. Ended up bending that with, again, a vise and a hammer, drilling it and mounting it, and it does the job perfectly fine, right? So if the shield falls, it's gonna protect that light, pretty much. The light's not cheap, it was like $150, which is not a huge ton of money, but you know, you don't just want to get that absolutely obliterated by 26 pounds of metal that the shield weighs. It's hefty. I mean, if you try to carry it around for a long time, you're gonna feel it. It's a big old chunk of metal, and your shoulders are gonna really dislike you, especially if you hit military press the day before, hitting 135 for 10 reps. So I wanted a nice like rubber edging on it that I see a lot of reference pictures use, and I found out this automotive I guess trim on Amazon, and it's incredible. The way it clips on is it has like metal clips on the inside of it, but what was very surprising and how well I was able to bend it around the very sharp 90 degrees corners on that shield. And man, it works out crazy. Like it's just, you just clip it in there and you push it in and it just stays and it's perfect. And the reason why I made that is not only for looks, but also because it's a nice bumper, right? If you're setting the shield on the ground, especially if, you know, in the house where it's probably gonna sit most of the time. Another thing that I added was the ballistic extension on the legs, which is very dope and quite functional actually. So that's just velcroed on. It's one of those plate carrier front nutsack frag protection. It's level 3A, and it just velcro there, and it makes the shield look really cool, and then it also does extend some protection. Overall, I really like how it turned out, and it now looks like a legit shield that some SWAT unit would use. And I mean, that model specifically is in use by a lot of police departments here in the States. And I see, you know, if you go on their website, you'll see a lot of pictures of police people using and training with it. It raises an interesting question: is would you like, is that any useful for somebody like me and you? And I just had this thought experiment. It's like, well, I would never pick a pistol over a rifle for home defense. I just wouldn't, because they're not as good. But let's say you do want ballistic protection or some sort of protection, you're not gonna have time to put on a plate carrier in a time-sensitive manner like that. So if you have something like that, a shield, you can just pick that up. It has a light built in, and then you have your handgun. And I can imagine that if you kind of just peek a door with the shield in front of you, it covers pretty much the full, your full body, at least the top and the vitals, and you can just, have the gun sticking out of it. Maybe it's not a bad way to do it. I haven't tried personally, and to be honest, I probably still would pick a rifle over that, but it's a good thought, and I think you are sacrificing, the ability of a rifle for pretty much full ballistic protection. Going back to the shield, like I said, it is super heavy because it's made out of metal, but like I said, most non-metal based shields are stupid expensive, but they are also stupid light, because when I was playing with a shot show at the RTS booth, I was quite surprised on how light they are. So it totally makes sense that, they cost a ton of money. I mean, you're getting a ton of protection for pretty much your whole body. Maybe one day I'll get my hands on one of those. This shield itself, the way you hold it, has a metal handle in the back, and then a strap that goes inside your arm. It's not insanely good. What I would really like to do in the future is build some sort of harness that clips bottom and top, and then you can like connect it to a plate carrier. So that would be really, really cool. That's probably a project that I might do in the future, especially if I plan to do anything more with the shield, more time wise. It would be awesome to like run it at a Milsim event in a CQB arena, or you know, AO. I see people do it at Milsim West with Vans shields. Not sure if they use real ones. I know the real ones are also quite hefty, around the 20-something pound mark, so very comparable weight. It is a mission though, like you gotta be quite fit to carry that for an extended period of time. This video was more myself scratching an itch, and I really wanted to do it. I did put together this kit that I thought would be really cool. Yeah, I was going for that navy blue look. I didn't know exactly what unit I wanted to take inspiration from, but a lot of the GIGN pictures, some of them which I used on one of my more recent videos, that actually kind of is a continuation of the autism saga there. So yeah, I think that was kind of the inspiration there. The plate carrier itself is something that I bought for a video that I did a while ago on Modern Warfare kits. It's actually a stupid cheap plate carrier, but the way I built it, it turned out to be really, really nice, comfortable, and capable. And that's something that I might do a video on, because I really like how it looks, and it's quite capable for a stupid cheap plate carrier. So I might do that in the future. But yeah, I really like that navy look. It's pretty damn sick, I'm not gonna lie. And overall, yeah, it's just something that I really wanted to accomplish, is make a video with a ballistic shield, not just set it on a table and shoot it. Like, you know, people have done that. That shit's kind of boring to me. So I wanted to do something a bit different. So I hope you guys enjoyed the process and you know, the thought process behind upgrading it. I don't think anybody has done anything like this. So this is new. It's all, you know, something new. Then I don't want to keep, you know, regurgitating the same bullshit that everybody's doing. You know, just new stuff. Anyway, yeah, if you have any other idea on what I could do with the shields, let me know. Thank you for watching.